So guys, welcome to St. Paul's Bay, or Bugibba as the locals call it. For me this is kind of a controversial place because it doesn't really have an old town or a history, and it's mostly a place where tourists and some locals come for holidays in the summer. And actually it's also the most populated and busiest area in the island of Malta outside of Valletta. But yeah, it's my first time here and let's go exploring and see what all the fuss is about. Going to eat my lunch. Homemade ftira, Maltese bread with all sorts of stuffings. It's quite funny, you just see people struggling to walk on the rocks like everywhere, because there aren't many sandy beaches in Malta. If you fall over here you'll have a pretty nasty cut, because there's so many rocks, like uneven rocks with holes in them, that you have to have really good balance. So don't come here when you're drunk. But the beach is over there. You wouldn't imagine this when you say you are at the beach. Not so bad. So there are people walking there, but it seems to be high tide and there's no way to reach that little island. I mean, you can go across there, but the water is coming in. Personally, I would never swim here. It's shit. I'm used to much better. This is horrible. I mean, if you fucking slip here, God, deep. So let's continue on our walk in St. Paul's Bay. The side's a bit windy, but much less people, so let's see what's going on. So from here it's actually possible to see Gozo in the distance. Right over there. So this is the largest aquarium in Malta. Right over there. But I would not recommend you to visit this place because it's very underwhelming. I've seen other people's reviews and I just think it's a waste of money. If you want to see an aquarium, just go snorkel in the water. Looks like spring, feels like summer. Nice little bar behind me with good views. It's called Promenade. Looks nice. In the future I'll go. Right now it's very busy and it's very windy, as you can hear. How to know if you're in Malta. There you go. And the trail ends here. Now I have to walk all the fucking way back. Thank you, cranes. Thank you so much. So right over there we can actually see St. Paul's statue. And that is where St. Paul from the Bible in the year 60 had a shipwreck. And this is actually why St. Paul's Bay is called St. Paul's. So just had a beer here at Pirates Bay. It's very cheap. I mean, I had a beer for like €2.75, and the view was great. Nice music, Yeah, what more do you need? I mean, there are some other bars here, but I think they'll be much more expensive. Some places can even charge like 4 or 5 euros for a beer, and that's half what I paid half of that. So, yeah. You can even buy some fake shoes over there. There. Building looks pretty nice. One of the best modern architecture buildings I've seen in Malta. And now we're heading to the main square of St. Paul called Bugibba Square. There's also a nice beach here. Some sand. What a rare sight. I mean, there is kind of a nice like party vibe over here. Lots of bars, restaurants and clubs. But obviously this isn't the real Malta. And if you're coming to have a real Maltese experience, I don't know why you would come here. Just more and more palm trees. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you like palm trees and modern architecture, then this is your place. So this is the first time I've seen some real old architecture in St. Paul's, and there's no tourists. Beautiful Maltese cross, and the view with palm trees, some boats. I mean, it's much better than what's going on where all the tourists are, and it's so quiet here except for the traffic. But yeah, let's continue with our walk. Those little yellow and blue boats you just saw, those are the authentic, traditional Maltese boats, fishing boats. And look, some more beautiful architecture, not spoiled by modern buildings and construction. Another swimming area without sand, of course. I do like this little restaurant over here. It seems to be much more local, like most people who are going here drove here, as you can see by all of these cars. It must be a good local spot, and it's called Federica Kiosk. Look, it's got an amazing view. So over here we have a watchtower from the 17th century, built by the Knights of St. John, who ruled Malta for many years. And the view from here is really nice. You can see St. Paul's Island quite well with the little statue. And this bay called Xemxija Bay. Yeah, this area is definitely much more quiet and much more beautiful. Over here we have another beautiful church and a local bar, and over here another local bar. So if you want to come experience a real Maltese life in St. Paul's Bay, come to this area. It's the area north of St. Paul's. This is where the locals are, guys. I can hear everyone speaking in Maltese, and the food smells good. Local vibes. Oh, anyways, just wanted to show you that there are places in St. Paul's Bay where there are more locals than tourists, because that doesn't go for the whole town. Oh my god, I got so scared when I saw this. Creepy as fuck. Albania, Venezuela, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, France, Israel, Vatican City, LGBTQ, Maltese Cross, Cyprus, Germany, UK, Finland, pirates. The weirdest combination of flags I've ever seen. Another nice restaurant. See how nice and quiet this area is and how beautiful it is. And the restaurants look much better here as well. I mean, the thing is about St. Paul's Bay is that most people who go there are tourists and foreigners that live there as well. But they are getting sold these package deals by holiday companies. And these people who buy these types of packages, they don't necessarily want to do research about a certain country, so they just come to these places and then they expect that's what the whole Malta is like, but it's not. This is what the real Malta is like. Also, just FYI, there are two nice restaurants over there, one called Beach Haven and another one called Apulia. So yeah, if you want some good food and really nice views, go there. So right now we're heading out of St. Paul's Bay and we're going to Xemxija Hill Heritage Walk, because there are some like Roman roads and Roman temples, all in ruins obviously, but let's go check it out. It's located right over there, that hill over there. We are now in Xemxija, and that's the area that we saw from St. Paul's Bay. And we are walking up this hill called Xemxija Hill, where the Roman ruins are located. During a time called the Punic Wars in 200 BC, the Romans took control of Malta. And Malta actually remained part of the Roman Empire until the 6th century after Christ. Over here we have an apiary, rooms where bees are kept for honey, over 2000 years old. Let's check it out. Very interesting, it's like a little hotel for bees. And look, they had a nice view as well. Stinks in here. Oh my god, it's like a house. Wow. It smells. Over here we have an ancient cave dwelling. So people obviously slept in here, made a fire, stuff like that. So here we have a apiary that was previously used for burial in the late Roman times, 1000 AD, 1000 after Christ. This is the oldest carob tree on the whole island of Malta. I've seen that these people, they like to use the carob fruit, like right there, if you can see it, to make like jam and liqueur. It tastes very herbal. Not my favorite taste, but not bad either. Oh wow. Some massive house. I think it's bigger than my apartment. Yeah, it's not being well kept. Well, it is free, so I'd rather have a place that is free than to pay like 10 euros and then it looks better. Because, you see, right now it's the home of spiders. And I don't like spiders a lot. Very nice. So I think we have to climb over this little tree over here. Aha! Okay. So, this is the area where people were buried. Behind the old carob tree lies this apiary, which contrasts considerably with the Roman one. If you didn't know, Malta was actually one of the worst bombed places during the World War. So, yeah, I can imagine that I would come in here to hide away from the bombs. Oh God. Well, there are some candles here, which is not the best sign. Kind of freaky. Bloody Satanists. Bug. So interestingly enough, this road was built to be used by the Romans who wanted to transport their farm produce and salt on their animal-driven carts. The Romans also used these limestones to divide their farms. So, for example, one crop would be grown here, and then after this wall, another crop would be grown there, and another one over there. Oh wow, that's impressive, huh? Penthouse suite over here. Top of the world, eh? Let's see what's inside. Probably just a lot of spiders again. Oh yes. Nah. These are two caves rather than one divided one. They probably date back to Punic times or maybe later. The caves were each divided into two sections, one for parents and one for the children. They were lived in at least until the 1930s. Oh my god. Wow, this is a nice house. I can actually stand up straight here. So I can understand that someone was living here until like 1930, which is like 100 years ago. Because I would live here, definitely. You can sleep over there. You can cook here in your kitchen. Yeah, it's perfect. And this is the wall, I guess, that divided the parents and the children. These people living here have a nice view of some ancient Roman ruins. Actually, they would have a nice sunset. It would look really unique with this type of stone. You have to be careful where you walk over here, because you could fall in a Neolithic tomb. I didn't see it, but here it is. I wonder what's going on inside. Just more spiders. Yeah. Nature's taking over. So guys, what we are looking at right now are called cart ruts. Being suggested that something was dragged through here and made these little ruts. Some people suggest it was made by aliens, and actually it's all over the island of Malta. Malta's history dates back to 5000 BC, and it can actually be older. Nobody knows how old these cart ruts are. Some people suggest it's made by aliens. I don't know, who am I to say? I saw one comment on Google about this. The guy says, who knows what, who knows when, who knows where. And it is very interesting, because nobody really knows how old it is or how it was made. But it is called Cartwrights. So, yeah, very interesting. So this trail continues on pretty far, onto the other side, past across the road, onto another hill. You can see there are many ruins over there as well. So you can spend the whole day exploring this. But I spent the whole day in St. Paul's, so I'm almost done. I'm just gonna check out the Roman baths and then I'll be heading back. Roman baths, this way. Discovered during maintenance and cleaning activities in May to June 2000. The site was identified as a Roman bath complex. The baths with their pools, cold, tepid and hot rooms were cut into rocks in steep cliffs overlooking the Xemxija valley, which is this valley behind me. The cave was used as a burial site, possibly in Punic times in 500 BC, prior to its conversion into a bath complex. Pretty interesting. So yeah, that's it guys, that was my tour of St. Paul's Bay and also a tour of this heritage trail and I'm still on, but I'm heading back to my house now. Thanks for watching.